I tried to do it on my own, but I forgot.
Be able to graduate next year because they're not offering the classes that I need to graduate. So it's like
take HBSE in the summer. Just register yourself.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, you know my nerves.
Yeah.
You went to Lamar?
Oh, it's
Are they
okay.
canceled?
It's okay. We get.
My boyfriend went there.
Are they
Of
canceled?
course, Miles. I know
What?
Miles. I had a class. You went to Stivers?
It smells like sewage, but
Hate them.
Where?
It does.
Where?
It always smells like sewage by
I
there.
know.
Every time
It's my
I
last
have a
one.
basketball game, bro, because I play basketball, every time we go, y'all just in there.
Is that a Catholic school?
When did you graduate?
22.
22?
Mhm.
You graduated in 2022. Ain't no way. Me too.
Yeah, I
But,
But this is my first year.
What's your ID number?
Yeah, I knew Miles. I had a class with his dad.
Mhm.
It was drama class.
That's gang.
Coach Lack.
Mhm.
I love
Dayton
Coach Lack.
Dunbar.
Okay, are you guys ready? I did my presentation on depression.
Talk to me.
Okay,
What's your birthday?
March 15th, 2004.
0, 3, 1, 5,
2.
4.
Yep. Okay, you guys,
You gotta do it on
depression.
your phone.
Okay.
It won't let me register you, but so yeah, you can do that first.
About the application for the
I'm about to say, y'all can have your conversation. I'm gonna just keep on present.
I filled it out.
Depression
but,
is a common but dangerous mood
and I have a letter of
illness. I'm gonna just read it out because
recommendation, but they didn't fill it out
yeah.
on the thing.
Brooklyn don't look like that. So it is often referred as a major depression, major depressive order, or clinical depression. And there are many different ones. Y'all, hold on, let me put my stuff on D&D. If I get a text message,
Do not disturb. You get distracted.
no, I just don't want y'all to see my text messages.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have a MacBook and it's
Um,
connected.
But don't you have to put the MacBook
put it on
on?
D&D. I mean, if she,
I have-
her MacBook is open and she puts her phone, then it'll.
Yeah, but I have some people in focus, so I take them out. Okay, so there are many different types of depression, like persistent depressive disorder, prenatal depression, seasonal affective disorder, and depression with symptoms of psychosis. Yeah. Okay, so I just went down and did the little, what it was. Persistent depressive disorder is the less severe symptoms of depression that persist for a longer period of time, typically at least 2 years. It lasts at least 2 years. And it's also known as, I don't know how to pronounce that.
How does it spell? Dysthymic?
No, not this slime. Y'all see that.
Dysthymia.
Persistent depressive disorder usually manifests as intermittent symptoms over the years. Talking too fast. I need to slow down. The intensity of the symptoms may change over time. On the other hand, symptoms usually last for more than 2 months or at a time. I'm talking too fast. Like my brain is moving. I don't know. It's
You're
something
doing
going
fine.
on.
You're
Something
doing
is
fine.
moving faster than it should.
You just take a deep breath.
Additionally, major depressive episodes may occur before, to, or throughout the course of
She brought everybody.
a persistent depressive disorder. Right, girl?
Present.
People was not supposed to see this. See this. Dang.
She brought everybody.
I
You're ready to
gotta.
present, aren't you?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm looking for. I was just walking.
Okay.
So I was like,
All right. Keep going. You're doing awesome.
She brought all these people to this. I forgot how to pronounce the first word.
Dysthymia?
Perinatal depression is defined as depression that starts during pregnancy. That's where the postpartum stuff comes, but it starts during pregnancy, not after. So while postpartum depression is defined as depression that starts after the baby is delivered, what I just said. Yeah. I gotta read all this.
Well, it's your presentation.
You're right. Depression that develops during pregnancy and in the weeks following childbirth are both considered forms of prenatal depression. I'm not gonna read all that. Seasonal affective disorder. Y'all, I'm doing a sideshow on depression and the different kinds. Depression that varies with the seasons is known as seasonal affective disorder. This, I did not know this. People can get depressed with the seasons. Do y'all be getting depressed with the seasons?
Seasonal depression.
You missed the
Like,
sun,
that's-
yeah.
that's-
It's cloudy.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm toe up.
Like in the winter. And
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Depressed in
Oh,
Try living in
wow.
Alaska.
I don't
And
think I'll be depressed, but I'll be a little
It's a little sad.
heavy.
Alaska's 24 hours of darkness for a few months.
what?
Yeah, there's no sun in the Arctic Circle
That's why I
for 3
don't-
months.
I feel
Mm-mm.
like even on sunny days sometimes it just be like.
It's cold.
That's why you gotta remember that all of this counts, 20% of any of your perceptions are accounted for just placebo. It's just, if you believe it, it's real.
Symptoms usually occur in the late fall, early winter, and disappear in the spring and summer. Approximately, I think that's because it began cold, and y'all be liking the hot stuff. I like the cold, but yeah. Approximately 4 to 5 months of the year are marked by symptoms of SAD, a kind of sadness that is defined by a recurring seasonal pattern. I'm not reading that. Okay. That was rude. In addition to symptoms common to depression, symptoms unique to SAD, winter pattern versus summer pattern include those particular to the illness. Okay. Now, depression with symptoms of psychosis. People is psycho. Okay. A person with severe depression who also exhibits psychotic symptoms such as delusions, unsettling, yeah, what he said, fixed beliefs, or hallucination. Keep talking too fast, bro.
You're fine.
That's the adrenaline. All these people.
She's asking you guys.
Howard.
She wants you to cover your head after that. Like,
Hearing.
I was about to say, we one person.
Yeah, we want person.
Bet. Hearing.
I guess I'll take this one.
Hearing or seeing things. Oh my gosh. Hearing or seeing things others do not hear or see is said to be suffering from depression with psychotic symptoms. In early adult childhood, psychosis often starts in the late teens to mid-20s. Nonetheless, psychotic episodes can occur in the persons of all ages as well as in conjunction with a variety of diseases and conditions. For example, older persons who suffer from neurological diseases may be more susceptible to psychosis. A person going through a psychotic episode may occasionally act strangely, erratically, hurt oneself, or act aggressively or menacingly towards others. Now, I got a video. Cheyenne, you better not be recording me. Put your phone down. Cause you slick. All right, if I go on Instagram and I see me and your close friends. Oh my gosh. Okay, now y'all, I got a video. Why it's not? Ooh. The sound is not coming out from over there.
you might have to turn it all the way up on your computer.
It is. She is.
Probably come out of a particularly sad movie and said something.
It has to. It won't come from right there. That's real. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just turn it up and face it towards them.
Yeah.
You've probably come out of a particularly sad movie and said something like, "Man, that was depressing." In this case, you're talking about how, at that moment, the movie made you feel sad, discouraged, hopeless, or anxious.
This is
You
depressing.
probably wouldn't say something
Where's the
like,
sound at?
"Man, that movie was clinically depressing." The latter expression refers to a much different state of depression. Clinical depression, which is sometimes called major depressive disorder or unipolar depression, is a serious mental disorder that has a lifetime incidence of up to 20% in women and 12% in men, making it one of the most common reasons people seek out mental health services. That being said, as well as being relatively common, clinical depression is, in fact, very serious. It's so serious that it interferes with someone's day-to-day life, like working, studying, eating, and sleeping, essentially leading to this overall feeling that life isn't enjoyable. But what causes someone to feel this way? Well, we don't exactly know what specifically causes clinical depression, especially since it can be so different between patients. It's probably a combination of factors, though, like genetic factors, biological factors, environmental factors, and psychological factors. It's been shown that people with family members who have depression are 3 times more likely to have it themselves. And this link seems to increase with how closely related family members are. Biologically, though, most medications focus specifically on neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are signaling molecules in the brain that are released by one neuron and received by receptors of another neuron. When that happens, essentially a message is relayed from one neuron to the next. Regulation of how many of these neurotransmitters are being sent between neurons at any given time is thought to play a super important role in the development of symptoms of depression, since they're likely involved in regulating a lot of brain functions like mood, attention, sleep, appetite, and cognition.
Interesting.
The 3 main neurotransmitters that we focus on for depression are serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine.
Get on my nerves, bro.
Why do we focus on these 3? Well, because medications that cause there to be more of these neurotransmitters in the synaptic cleft, this space between the neurons, are shown to be effective antidepressants. And this finding led researchers to develop the monoamine deficiency theory, which says that the underlying basis of depression is low levels of serotonin, norepinephrine, or dopamine, which are all called monoamines because they have one amine group. Additionally, it's thought that each of these might have an impact on certain sets of symptoms with depression, like norepinephrine on anxiety or attention, or serotonin on obsessions and compulsions, or dopamine on attention, motivation, and pleasure. So if one of these is down, then that could lead to a set of specific symptoms being felt by the patient. Serotonin in particular is thought to be a major player. Some theories suggest it's even capable of
This
regulating
video a
the other
little long.
neurotransmitter systems, although evidence supporting this theory is still pretty limited. Some hard evidence implicating serotonin in depression has to do with tryptophan depletion, which is the amino acid the body uses to make serotonin. So if you take it away, you can't make as much serotonin. And it's been shown that when the body can't make as much serotonin, patients start getting symptoms of depression. So that's all well and good, but unfortunately, the reasons why serotonin or other neurotransmitters might be lost or decreased in depressed patients in the first place isn't well known, and research remains ongoing. Ultimately, development of depression is complicated, right? It involves these biological components in combination with the genetic components as well as environmental factors, which could be specific events like a death or a loss, or sexual and physical abuse. In order to diagnose clinical depression, patients must meet certain criteria that are outlined in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for Mental Disorders, the 5th edition. First, they must be affected by at least 5 of the following 9 symptoms.
I'm gonna
most
play the
of
whole
day,
video. It's
nearly
like 10
every day.
minutes.
How much longer is it?
Depressed mood, diminished interest or
You're
pleasure
fine.
in activities,
Does anybody?
significant weight loss or gain,
You're fine.
inability to sleep or oversleeping, psychomotor agitation, like pacing or
10
wringing one's
minutes.
hands, or psychomotor impairment, like this
Pay
overall
attention. There's a
slowing
quiz
of
at the
thought
end.
and
No, it's
movements,
not.
fatigue,
She's quizzing.
feelings of worthlessness or guilt, lowered ability to think or concentrate,
You need
and
5
finally,
of these 9 to
recurrent
be
thoughts of
diagnosed
death
as
or
depressed.
suicidality, including suicidal thoughts with or without a specific plan, as well as suicide attempts. And these symptoms must cause significant distress to the patient's daily life. Also, the depressive episode can't be due to a substance or other medical condition. The symptoms can't be better explained by another mental disorder like schizoaffective disorder. And finally, the patient can't have had a manic or hypomanic episode at any point.
You can't be on drugs.
Additionally, sometimes major depressive
That's what it
disorder
says
can
in
be
the
divided into
series.
subtypes or closely related conditions. Postpartum depression is a subtype that can happen following childbirth. Although studies have shown that in many
That
cases,
shit
onset
sucks.
depression
It's
occurs
real.
prior to childbirth as well. So it's now diagnosed as depressive disorder with peripartum onset. In other words, the onset happens during pregnancy or 4 weeks following delivery. It's not quite understood why this happens, although hormonal changes likely
Why are
play
you
a
trying to
role,
make me change my
especially estrogen
password?
and progesterone. Also, though, an abrupt change in
Are you
lifestyle
trying to get
might
into
be an
here
important
To
causal factor,
register, we can register.
especially
Yes,
because
they
this
made
can
me try
happen
to
in
take my
men as
password.
well as women.
That's okay.
I put it to something easy.
Atypical
Do
depression
For a
is
reason.
another important subtype that can be characterized by an
What?
improved mood when exposed to pleasurable or
Register?
positive
We can
events
do it right now.
called mood reactivity. And this is in contrast to other
I wanna
subtypes
see
like
if I got a hole on
melancholic
the other
depression,
side, 'cause I can see my
even
hoops
during
from
what
raising,
used to
not
be
my
pleasurable
hamstring,
events.
because of my hoops. I don't know
Also,
if I can
atypical
register.
depression often includes symptoms like weight gain or increased appetite, oversleeping, heavy feeling limbs, also known as leaden paralysis, and rejection sensitivity, essentially feeling anxiety at the slightest evidence of rejection. Finally, dysthymia, now known as persistent
Just that word I
depressive
couldn't
disorder,
pronounce.
is sometimes used to describe milder symptoms of depression that happen over longer periods of time. Specifically, 2 or more years with 2 or more of the following symptoms: a change in appetite, a change in sleep,
Okay, where am I going?
fatigue or low energy, reduced self-esteem,
Registration, then activate.
decreased concentration or difficulty making decisions, and feelings of hopelessness or pessimism.
Okay.
Knowing that so many factors are probably involved in
Active
depression,
reg, drop A
it can be a
class.
challenge to treat. Although with the right treatment, 70 to 80%
Search classes.
of patients with clinical depression can significantly reduce their symptoms. Treatment can come in many forms and are most commonly grouped into
Yep,
one of
there's that
2 major
middle button right
categories. One,
Search.
non-pharmacologic approaches, in other words, things other than
Social.
medications, and
If you
2, pharmacologic approaches, either a single medication or combinations of medications. Starting with the non-medication approach, a number of studies have shown the benefits of physical activity in helping with depression.
I like this.
There are various reasons why it's thought to work, ranging from the release of neurotransmitters, endorphins, and endocannabinoids, to raising the body temperature and relaxing tense muscles.
Runners.
Regardless of the exact mechanisms, data suggests that exercising for 20 minutes 3 times a week can help alleviate depression symptoms. There's also a lot of research exploring the relationship between diet and depression. And although there are no silver bullet foods, many experts suggest healthy eating habits like more fruits and veggies. Beyond physical activity and healthy eating, which is more helpful for a number of reasons, another major non-pharmacologic approach is psychotherapy or talk therapy, which is definitely preferred for young patients and for those with milder symptoms. There are a few popular approaches, including cognitive behavior therapy and interpersonal therapy, and the most important thing here is that these approaches depend heavily on the relationship between the patient and the therapist, as well as the clinical skills of the therapist. If patients have more severe depression or mild depression for a longer period of time, then antidepressant medication might be prescribed along with the therapy. The most commonly prescribed medications are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, or SSRIs. In the synaptic cleft, after neurotransmitters get released, those neurotransmitters are normally reabsorbed. SSRIs block the reabsorption or inhibit the reuptake of serotonin, which means that there's going to be more serotonin in the synaptic cleft. Other classes of antidepressants that are less commonly prescribed are monoamine oxidase inhibitors, or MAOIs, and tricyclics. As a final last-line treatment for severe depression, ECT might be performed under written consent. ECT stands for electroconvulsive therapy,
My buddy.
and is
did
when a
that.
small and controlled amount of electric current
Shock your
is
ass.
passed through the brain while patients are under general anesthesia,
Since they got really
and this induces a brief
fine
seizure.
until they're able to-
Although ECT's been used for decades and actually does seem to be effective for about 50% of patients,
Get
the
electrocuted.
reason why
Yeah, no,
electrically
but
induced
nowadays
seizures
there's
seem
no
to improve
installation.
symptoms is
The
not well
electrification is
understood.
so low, it's more like directed to
All right,
specific areas.
clinical
where you
depression
don't
is
need
tough,
to
right?
time something that's
Both for
helpful.
those experiencing it and for those trying to help treat it. Unlike many other illnesses, depression carries with it a lot of social
Anti-bias
stigma
tests,
and can lead to moral judgments that can make a person with depression feel even worse.
reduce depression.
Love and support from friends and family helps tremendously, and having a strong social support network has been proven to lead to better outcomes.
That was
Thanks
it.
for watching.
Nice.
Food.
And that's the
We'll
only
try to
thing
do
I
that.
used.
Nice.
Oh, I can't do it. It's 424-593.
000.
424-593. Still gotta hassle with them.
To
I
register?
would have been dropped. Yeah. Oh shit.
When's your birthday?
March 18th, 2004.
0318.
Your birthday, March 18th.
Damn, the pen don't work for me. You gotta do it from your phone. You probably have holds.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Social work.
Social work?
Pick the better ones.
You want summer or fall?
Right, don't let summer pass.
Have my whole
Not this
thing.
time. I did that last year.
Are you in communication with Karen about her class?
Yeah. But which
So-
one?
Child 2.
I'm in that right now.
So you're doing okay there.
Oh, you're in that class too?
You probably do have to retake that, right?
I didn't take that.
Or was it the other one that's like social welfare? Intro to social welfare. I think it's intro to social welfare. So I would add that and then whatever. Did you want me to pull up your presentation for you?
Yeah.
Dude. Let me remember which one.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You can turn in an email, whatever's easiest. Just turn it in for the class.
Which one will you look at the quickest?
We won't interview till the fall regardless,
Area is
We have to go through an interview?
horrendous.
That's how we stay accredited.
Oh,
You're fine.
okay.
Don't stress about
I'm
it.
gonna turn it in.
When you send those things, don't I, how soon do I need to get that character reference? I have one of my buddies who's a professor that wants to write one, but he wants to know when I would need to go with that application.
We won't interview till fall.
Till fall, okay, so
So
it's a
don't
while,
have
okay.
it doesn't matter, like, we can just turn it in.
Right. If you turn in for this class for those like extra credit points, turn in there and then I'll upload it to a shared drive with the social work professors.
Okay.
Is
I'm
that
gonna
what
turn it on as well.
Is that where you turned it in?
Yeah.
And then how do you spell
Yes, it is.
last name?
Williams.
Bottom? All the way?
Yeah.
Hey! Okay.
I can do this one.
All right, go for it. I feel like I thought did somebody
Why
else
my
use
little gifs
SpongeBob?
ain't moving?
Oh, you want GIFs?
Yes,
You gotta
supposed to
do
be
this.
moving.
You gotta do this. Then it'll work. Is that
I already did that one.
that's the one you have to
Texas?
retake?
No, I already put that one in.
Yep.
I can do that.
If you want to retake it.
Yeah, there we go.
Take it in. I already put the one that you told me to put in there.
I forget what that is.
It was
What's your
social
ID?
welfare.
00.
422-768.
Hopefully they take me back.
Gonna hack your account.
And
It's working, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You're fine.
y'all want some mochi?
Yeah, pass it around.
I was just playing.
Rice desserts.
What
It's
is it?
green. If it was strawberry, I would have.
Matcha. Rice desserts.
Mochi.
Well,
Oh no, that's matcha. Matcha
Alright.
mochi. What's matcha
I
mochi?
can open it. I can come to y'all.
Otherwise, I'll eat the whole pack. Yeah.
Here we are.
He's talking about his green.
It is green.
It feel heavy, like a gummy.
It is like a
Cause
gummy. So here, look, you took
It's like
Social
mochi.
here,
This
right?
is not cold.
this.
I'm
Into
sorry,
social
I forgot
welfare.
the
I was telling you,
What
I
is this
wasn't like that.
I know I put that in there.
You might be okay with that one, but you gotta take interest. Like,
Okay.
take it with Perdomo or something.
It's not.
It's some good
It don't
shit.
really taste like nothing.
It won't make you trip.
Oh, they're mild.
Yeah.
I don't think y'all gonna like that.
It's like a gummy.
It's just chewy.
That's why she's presenting on trauma. It's going to be about this trauma eating mochi. It's traumatic. See?
It's just gooey. I don't
Yeah.
want to eat it though.
It's good.
But I want to wait
Stuff
till
it.
stuff. So I'm gonna eat this whole thing.
Oh,
Or I should never ask for it if I ain't gonna like it.
And
It's
you
a
got to
texture
take
thing.
critical thinking. Those will all bring up
Okay.
GPAs.
let me go ahead and start this. So I did my presentation on PTSD,
Search for those.
post-traumatic stress. Y'all fried.
They're leaving on you?
No, they finna go study stuff away. So signs of complex PTSD, avoidance, hyperarousal, nightmares and flashbacks, changed beliefs, somatic symptoms, mood swings, low self-esteem, isolation, detachment from trauma, and
Oh, shit.
preoccupation with abuser.
Anybody else? You won't trip off it.
That's the problem.
I know that. That's why I'm putting out the warning
Okay.
shot.
How to diagnose? Diagnosing PTSD typically involves a comprehensive evaluation by a mental health professional. It's crucial to seek help from a qualified mental health professional
Because you want
for
that.
an accurate diagnosis and appropriate treatment plan. So there's going to be clinical interviews,
Gotta be open
and a therapist will ask you about your symptoms, trauma
like
history, and how it's impacting your daily life. Then a symptom assessment, assessing for key symptoms such as flashbacks, nightmares, avoidance behaviors, and hyperarousal. Diagnostic and criteria, determining if your symptoms meet the criteria outlined in the DSM-5.
That's what I sent to all of you. It's in announcements. You got a free copy.
Yeah. Rule out other conditions, ensuring symptoms are not better explained by other mental health disorders.
Like ADHD. Very similar to PTSD. Symptoms.
Really?
Symptoms are very similar. Can't focus.
Psychological tests. Sometimes standardized tests may be used to assess symptoms, severity, and impact. Treatments available. Psychotherapy, counseling, cognitive behavioral therapy is one of the most effective forms of therapy for PTSD. It helps individuals identify and change negative thought patterns and behaviors related to their traumatic experiences. Exposure therapy. That was very rude.
I'm so sorry.
This involves gradually and safely exposing the individual to memories, thoughts, feelings, and situations associated with the traumatic event in order to reduce fear and anxiety. Social workers' role in treatment and prevention. Social workers provide various therapeutic interventions to individuals with PTSD. These interventions may include individual therapy, group therapy, family therapy, and cognitive behavioral therapy. Social workers are trained to provide evidence-based treatments that help individuals cope with traumatic experiences and manage symptoms of PTSD. Social workers play a crucial role in preventing PTSD by providing education and training on trauma-informed care and resilience-building strategies. They work with individuals, families, schools, workplaces, and communities to promote awareness of trauma and its effects, teaching coping skills, and foster supportive environments that reduce the risk of trauma exposure. And then I got a little video at the end. Oh, why it's not playing?
You probably have to copy and paste it into like that browser or something.
Have y'all had Mullins? Brian Mullins? Is he good?
For critical thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he good?
Yeah.
He better than
Can I
Patrick.
put it right
He
here?
better
Yeah,
than Patrick.
he's better than Patrick. He's still rough, but that's the best you're gonna get.
His office is right
real?
across the hall.
I'm taking him right now.
Finding a home for us was tough, but our agent Jill just got our needs. Hey, Jill.
And knows my wife's looking for homes right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like all that data.
Yeah. I let him eat
I didn't even want to go to sleep. The nightmares were so bad.
That image kept coming back to me. I didn't want to remember it, but there it was.
I felt like I was right back there in the middle of that horrible
Like Patrick or no?
the smells, the sounds. It was so
Patrick
weird.
class was the worst.
I
I tried to go
Oh,
grocery
Patrick, he
shopping.
does his stuff backwards. Like,
I
lowest
couldn't be
grade.
around
And
no
you
one.
still
One
one
test.
test.
That's your overall grade.
Right.
No.
Okay, good.
That's what I'm saying. Like all the stuff I be hearing about Patrick, I be like, nah. I don't know.
These are the voices of post-traumatic stress disorder, or
Oh,
PTSD.
that's why I'm doing it.
Almost everyone lives through something traumatic
No,
at some
for
point in
real.
life. Most people.
COVID was a traumatic event we all lived through. Wasn't that shit weird?
It was.
I mean,
Was
I
it-
stay in the house anyway.
Was it fake?
Version.
Was it fake? You think they over-exaggerated it?
All have a lot of distress right
No,
after
I
a trauma
heard
happens, but they usually get better over time. For other people, the the distress sticks around and they begin to have symptoms that really affect their lives. For these people, it is almost as if the trauma is still happening, all the time, everywhere, long after it has passed. I know. One of these voices is mine. What do we mean by trauma? When we're talking about PTSD, a trauma is a horrible experience where you might have felt afraid for your life, or you were injured physically or sexually, or were afraid you would be. You can also witness a trauma or hear about it happening to someone you care about. First responders, medical people, and clergy can also experience trauma by hearing others talk about it. For me, it was combat. I saw some really horrible things, and I often thought I might be killed. PTSD develops in some people and not in others. Everyone experiences horrible things differently, and everyone reacts differently, sometimes for years or decades after the event. If you experience post-traumatic stress, it does not mean you're weak or that you can't handle hard things. It may make you feel weak or unsafe, but a lot of strong, brave people are affected by PTSD, and it is treatable. Your provider might think about a diagnosis of PTSD if you've lived through something awful, and if you have some specific symptoms for more than 1 month, intrusion or re-experiencing symptoms. This is the memory of the trauma coming back. It can show up as unwanted memories, nightmares, flashbacks, or feeling horrible after being reminded of it. For me, I kept seeing this one image of a Marine who had just died, and that memory haunted me. Avoidance symptoms. People go out of their way to avoid anything that reminds them of what happened. Some people avoid things like thinking about the trauma. Others avoid people or places or anything else that makes them remember. I couldn't deal with crowded restaurants or movie theaters. I felt unsafe there, so I stayed away, and it affected my family life a lot. Negative changes in thoughts or feelings. This can seem like depression or thinking I'm not safe. I felt sad and didn't feel interested in the activities I used to love. I isolated myself. Other people feel self-blame or might not remember the event well. Some people feel numb or disconnected. Changes in reactivity or arousal. This means your body reacts to things much more than it used to. You feel irritable. You might take risks or act self-destructive. A lot of times you have trouble concentrating and you're always on guard. I was jumpy and loud noises really startled me for a while. I also couldn't sleep for months after coming home and had to take medication. PTSD makes people feel horrible, but I found a way to ask for help. I learned there are several treatments proven to work for combat veterans like me, as well as for survivors of all other types of trauma. These therapies have names like CPT, PE, and EMDR, and they help people get through the trauma by learning to change how they think and feel about it. I was able to get back to living. PTSD is challenging, but there is hope. Talk to your doctor and get some help because treatment works. People can learn to live again. I know. I did.
She did.
Please, like.
Oh, did I mess it up?
Nah. That's all right. No, but I do need a plug. So nobody gave you a check sheet
If
yet?
you're worried,
You have, but I don't know.
know there's someone working relentlessly.
Okay, that was it.
All right.
Computer just died.
Yeah, but I'll pull it up here. All right, nice work.
Thanks.
Any questions? Uh-oh, don't leave. Track is not here on freaking. No. I already saw your email. You guys are ditching us again. Tomorrow? Shit. All right, have fun.
Leaving Wednesday morning.
Don't have too much fun.
Oh, I have a pulled hamstring.
Oh.
Oh,
Doesn't that take like 4 to 6 weeks?
It takes long. I was down for a minute.
Do you get physical therapy?
We don't even have a trainer right now.
Come on. Oh
Um,
my God.
Oh.
yeah. I pulled it back in November, took a week off, didn't do anything,
Is that me?
came back the next week, practiced, and ran. I've been fine this whole time until a couple weeks ago. But it hasn't really been bothering me.
So you noticed it.
No,
You
this
ran
past
through it?
meeting- No, this past meeting we were at. Cheyenne, you know I don't run the damn 100. Why did you put me in the 100 meter dash? You know that's not even what I do. He's like, that's gonna help you with your start. the 400 hurdle starts on a curve.
I was
How
about
does
to
that
say,
work?
that's two
But
different
anyway,
races.
mind you, I'm already injury prone, so he put me in that. And then I go to run my 400
really got
hurdles,
some
I get out of
men
my blocks, I go up to hit the hurdle, done.
Was it cold outside?
No, we were in North Carolina, it was hot.
Oh, man.
It's mint toothpicks.
I
Real
blame him.
Y'all supposed to
minty.
be on some BS stuff.
Real
I
minty.
blame him.
Yes.
I'm sorry for giving out your stuff.
See y'all later.
People
All
are-
right.
All right, so if you guys take everything that you need to, just a reminder, here's the 9 social work classes you need. You only need one of these 4 electives.
That's
What?
my script. That's mine.
No,
I'm gonna say people seeing my stuff.
nope, nope.
Okay.
But yours should look like this. At some point, you want to fill it in, put the year you took it, just to organize yourself. Because without this, you're going to
I
register.
don't even have the copy. Well,
You
yes,
need
I do.
You need it,
But I
yeah.
need to copy it for myself.
Right, and you need to keep it updated because otherwise you'll take the same damn class and pay for the same damn class 10 times. Like that's yes.
So upsetting spaghetti.
Yeah, we can register you.
I'm already registered, I just have some issues.
Yeah, that's fine. So take all 9 of these social work classes. Really, you only need one of these. One.
Please.
Did it break? Take all of these in order, take them in order, take all 9 of these, and then, you'll have a few electives. You'll have 49 on this side, 40 on that side. So you got 22 hours of electives. That's like 7 classes you can fuck around with, or if you have to retake it. So just keep that in mind. You need these 9. You got to have a C or better on all of these. So if there is a D, you've got to get a C. One of these, stats and research also. And then
So social welfare is a part of that too.
social welfare is a part of that.
Are you doing human behavior too this summer? Or are you-
I am.
Okay.
Oh, I think I'm gonna sign up for that.
I
Oh, yeah,
need
can you help me
it.
sign
As
up
soon
for
as
summer
I'm cleared,
classes
I'll
too?
get it. I'm gonna try to get in there.
Can you get into
'Cause
drop
I'm
ad?
gonna do-
Go to where you look at your grades, go to registration, active registration, drop ad, search social work, summer.
do
You
it.
can't, you got to pay them money.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Fuckers.
No, literally. Oh, I didn't.
And my bill, like I went to go check my bill again, and the whole thing just
Right, well, that
changed
just-
again. But it wasn't more, it was less. But there's still a hold on my account, so I have to go.
It has to
Wait,
be
you said
below
below
3
what?
grand, I think. Is it below
No.
3 grand?
Yes,
Is it
Oh,
below
on the
2 grand? There's a
registration?
cutoff every semester. They always change it.
I pay.
2 grand?
If the cutoff was $2,000, then they claim in my face anyway, because I owed them like $1,500.
Maybe it's a
And my
grand.
hold's been there like a month.
So are you in any classes at this point?
No,
If you go to talk to them face to face, sometimes you'll find a solution. Yeah, registration and then active registration and then drop ad
I'm gonna
classes.
call my pops tomorrow. Probably go Monday.
Who else needs help with this? Because I do like
I don't know what else to say.
Where do it say drop ad classes?
any of these. You've got to take all these.
Oh,
You've
I
got to
see.
take all those with a C. So any of those. And
Because I don't have classes before.
To graduate on
I'll be
time.
in Indianapolis tomorrow.
Do you have
And then
any-
select summer 24?
I do. Are you graduating next year?
And I have to, the thing is, I have to take 18 credit hours for fall and spring.
And probably some summer.
Yes. So I'm
Right.
at 11 credit hours for summertime.
And you'll be on time?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I do now?
I gotta take intro to sociology.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
The
so you better
CPS.
learn.
Make sure you get
But they need
Veach.
two semesters. this
For
summer.
UPP, right.
Yeah,
If you do the UPP.
yeah, and it's not gonna fit in my schedule. I can only do my practicum in the spring because that's the most flexible.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Because maybe we still
Better
could
placement.
do child protective services
Mhm.
not through UPP. That way you can just do it as a block placement.
Well, I'm not sure because they said that to train you, they don't have enough people.
That's Karen saying about UPP, right?
I guess, I don't know. I don't know if
And there's a lot of-
it's or if it's just the.
Every county has a child protective services.
Yeah, I wanted to do either Montgomery County or Clark, since that's the closest.
Where's Clark?
Springfield, maybe?
You probably could, and then find who the BSW is there and contact them, and then that way you graduate on time. UPP is great, but if it's holding you back from graduating on time, don't waste your time.
Yeah, I thought about it, maybe I'll stay in But
Is that the white bee?
Yep.
Yeah,
The white bee.
Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, geez.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Are you in the middle of class?
Yeah. Are you going over to look at the house?
We're not
right
doing
now?
nothing.
Oh,
That's about right with
we did everything.
now you can goof off.
That's not true. You still
No, I'm
gotta
gonna
do
look
work.
at I'm gonna look at the house at 4 and then but I sent you a backup one, it's a little bit more pricey, but even the loan officer said he's like those are all overpriced. He's like the one you're looking at is more
It's perfect.
it's a good solid house.
It's
but
perfect.
It's like I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's one we're going for. Yes. Don't do it.
They only have online.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Lily.
Alright, I'll keep you posted.
See ya. All right.
What do I go to now?
Sidebar.
Search for social work in the middle blue button.
If I register for that class,
Which
they're not housing. No, if I register for that class, human behavior 2, right? And I don't want to stay here, are they still gonna let me register for it? Because I know you're teaching it in person, aren't you? 'Cause you're not.
Oh, in
This is
summer,
dangerous.
Yeah.
I did get certified to teach online now.
Look at you.
Yay.
So proud of you.
It's
What
not
you
going
said?
to
Go
be
to
good.
what?
I just need a grade.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I still want you all to get everything you need and for us to stay accredited. So
Yeah.
even when they are in person, I'll let people zoom in.
Yeah.
The way we've
Will they
been
let
doing
me
it.
register for it either way? Like
Yes.
without applying for housing?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, that was yesterday's. I'm like, what Zoom?
Oh,
Man,
hi,
we have
live stream.
nine.
Is there people on here?
They're saying hi. Hi.
Hey.
I'm trying to find.
So any other
I
questions?
already took
Because
that class.
Which
They told
one?
us what y'all-
Well, don't know what we're
did
doing.
you get a C or better? You did? You did.
I
Then
got
you're
a
good.
D. I think it was it a summer class? No, I took that last semester, yeah.
What did you say go to?
Hello. This is search social work, and then it's like the bottom one, isn't it?
Yes, right here.
Yeah,
Wait, so
and
if I don't come to class and I be on that counts as attendance?
it does if you have COVID, so you got to tell me
That's lame.
So is it core search or advanced search?
just course search. But does anybody else have presentations at this point? Are we?
Everything is mostly online. I
That
don't
is
wanna-
sad. Everybody's going to online.
Like, I don't want to do that and like, I guess I don't care. Never mind.
It's-
I enjoy in person as well.
Right.
I don't mind doing it, like I'm doing the 2 for the summer because they're what they offer.
So do I
would
gotta-
rather be
Live here
in
by
person.
myself.
Fall I'm completely in person.
That's crazy.
For my classes.
You got to take all of those.
What's the
I just want to
difference?
do child welfare.
You do want to do child welfare?
Should I not?
No, that's fine. You can do
Oh.
it. Have you
What
taken
do you
any?
do in the future? What's your goal?
Honestly, I'm still figuring that out.
I see.
So you can see if you like it or not that way. Okay.
I just need more information.
Oh, for the grant?
That's it.
If we only have 8 people in placements, spring and fall, everybody's going to get that
It's
grant.
Karen's class. It says Karen Johnson. Is her class cool?
Which one for child family services?
She's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
But
just
she
got to
gonna-
suit
let me
up
tell
and
you.
show up.
She gonna give you this. If you take child family services too online or something, she gonna give you the same case study that's in the one, that Mary Smith case.
She doesn't remember.
Who, her?
Does
or-
she
Karen.
get mad if you have your phone in class like that?
No, I got her online.
Oh.
I hope this online. Cause it say 10 a.m. to 12:30 and it's in Wesley, but I'm not finna come up here during no summertime.
Right.
What is it? What class name?
That's
Dutch.
2 or 1.
It don't say. Probably one.
So you're trying to take summer courses. You can ask her. She may stream it live like that. Just go talk to her.
Yeah, she told me that they're not gonna offer 2 in the summer.
Like, so we're trying
Only one
to
signed up.
flex it.
Oh.
She's
I
certified
didn't
to
even
teach
take one
online.
yet though.
What's like general practice?
Who?
General practice.
I teach 2.
Gen practice.
Nikita has 1 and 3.
Is it hard?
Nikita Jackson. It teaches you how to work in the field as a social worker. So 1 is working with individuals. What?
Is it hard?
Every class here is hard.
No, it's not.
No.
Not really.
That's
You
not
get
bad.
everything you need. Not everybody is flexible or forgiving as Nikita or myself.
You right.
I was about to say, now that's
Never mind,
true,
you
but
right.
it don't be hard.
I had heard too.
And then about this paper, I need some more
Absolutely, yeah.
instruction.
What would you like on the
I was about to say,
instructions?
did you post instructions for it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but
I already got. Freak. I can't even do that. 'Cause I already got a 10 o'clock class.
Exactly.
In summer?
My
No.
percentage, my idea. So no, so because I want you to clarify too, so basically what I narrowed it down to is, and to incorporate all the details, but summarize it really easy, is I picked 5 events in my life that were significant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my rebellious years, my parents' divorce, my mentor, the change that I had in my diet, some of the things that affected me. And I framed them under the social learning perspective, right? So
Mhm.
I
Social
shared-
learning theory.
So what I did is I made it all about myself. I focused on just me mostly. And I intro with, this is what I'm gonna talk about, and I developed the reason why I am the way I am, and I kind of picked characteristics like the reason why I'm ambitious, the reason why I have a positive disposition, and all this stuff is because of what I've learned through observing other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, this is what social learning is, and I gave a little summary of it. And then I went through those 5 events, recalling the actual events, and then analyzing them and what I learned from them, and what I believe is connected to social learning. And,
So it's about how you grew up and
yeah.
what theory you
That's kind of
used
what, and then
to.
I concluded the whole thing. Is that adequate?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can
And I-
use your eco map and
Yeah.
culture gram. So here's the instructions on that. What questions did you have about it? Where you're writing 6 pages about big events in your life, things that your family experienced. Events could be sexuality, drugs, peer pressure, body image, family dynamics, issues of diversity could show up, and then show how theories explain your behavior. So it could be, and you search these theories. Ecological theory is also a big one that we use because it's from social work.
yeah, because at first when it just looks overwhelming.
I know, no, all assignments do. That's good though. It means that you're taking it in.
What is that? So what's the ecological? What does that mean? Is that a
By Dr. Yuri Brofenbrenner, and it's a holistic approach to like 5 categories: neighborhoods you grew up in, socioeconomic status, how you make meaning in your life, where there are areas of discord, and then concordance in your life. Those are like the 5 major things in that theory, and it just covers like how we are, who we are today. So that's why it's usually the most. It's like systems
I could add
theory.
that. I could add in that you could mix the social learning with that by saying like you learned these behaviors, and the reason those behaviors are seen more frequently is because the area I grew up in.
Right. Yeah.
I see.
Yep.
I see. So if you grew up in like a
Question.
impoverished area or a wealthy one, you could explain why the behaviors of certain dynamics you observe or something were that makes sense. Okay.
Yes.
That's cool.
Okay, so
You got 12.
Stats for social behavior sciences. I dropped that class this semester. I was gonna take it next semester. You think Buckmeyer, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Who's taking stats already in here?
Me.
You like Dr. Buckmeyer?
Mine was for beach.
Yeah, I dropped it. I don't like her.
Is it stats for social something?
Yeah, but I say she.
Sociology.
Yeah, I took that, but I took it with beach.
No, not that. It's stats for social behavior sciences. You gotta take it for social.
I think I took that.
For who?
Beach.
You like Veach?
Yeah, he's cool.
Beach is cool. He cool. I like her now.
I got.
Last time you can take him is this summer.
I don't know if I wanna do
He's
that.
leaving.
Is that Derek?
Veach.
Derek? What's the first name? Do you know?
Dr. Stanley Veach.
I think some online guy named something Derek.
Derek Brake.
Yeah, he He was
Did I
Can you
take
go back
you
to the
the
check
social
He was
work?
very attentive. He was actually kind of
Can
shady.
you go back to
I
the
definitely
check
just put it right on the.
The information I learned was fun. Not through no fault of his.
General practice on one.
Cause you know how like Springfest is Western Cake? They usually have cake in the cab. And so
10
they
o'clock.
decorated
I
the
don't
cake.
need no 10
And
a.m.
it was like
class. I
everything on this cake
don't.
is edible except the
I'm not
horse.
getting up. I'm
And
not.
horse was already, you feel me, out of the cake, so I
I
just
got
took it.
11 o'clock. It's my earliest time, 11 o'clock.
It didn't look good. No, it was marble, the icing was
In the
brown, but
cab?
it wasn't chocolate, yeah,
Why do you have a horse?
cause it was in the cake.
So are you going to go talk to them?
Yeah, I'm gonna go tomorrow.
You can still make it today.
The schedule?
Make it to the cash management, and yeah, you can schedule them.
You just need to take the hold off.
Like they won't do it.
Have you gone in
'Cause of
person?
I'm guessing because of the delinquency of the payment plan, but they just terminated my payment plan. Anyway, so I don't know what's going on.
So go talk to them in person. That's the most effective way to
I
reach
know.
them.
Yeah, I was gonna do that next week.
So like go walk over there before they close, just in
Right now?
case. Yeah, I would. Let's call it. So you
I'm like,
That's-
if you want me to leave your class.
well handle your
I'll do it.
business. That's what we're doing here now. I will do more on. We're finishing like middle childhood as we'll go adulthood HBSE 2, but that's
not.
All right.
I was looking at human behavior too.
See you shortly, guys.
It's
It's
not
not
the
on here.
it's
Y'all go
only
back
the
to the
summer.
room.
Oh, that's lame.
Yep,
Okay.
it's only offered
Well,
in
I
the
don't know
summer.
what the heck to do.
You don't know who that is?
No, I just don't know. I don't know what to put on here. Like, I don't know what classes to put on here.
So have you taken English?
Yes.
Have you
I
taken
took all
math?
that. I took all
Have you taken
Yeah.
history?
Yeah.
Did you get a C in psych and intro to
Passed all
social,
that.
intro to psych? Did you take 2 sciences, biology with a lab
I don't
and
think
another
I did
science?
that.
So
I
you can
gotta-
take physical science, you can take
What's
like
wrong with you?
water resource management, you can take biology.
Wait, I took
I see with the lab.
natural disasters.
One
Does that
this
count?
does, yes. I don't know about that. Would,
I'm taking environmental biology online.
Okay.
Of course, this summer, so I mean.
is it 1,500 though? As long as it's 1,500.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's no real lab. I mean, I would have appreciated it. but
taking
it didn't
no science
offer
class.
where-
'Cause it's
so that was-
online.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna go talk to Miss White because Miss Wiley don't even be here.
In person has a pretty valuable
I know
concept.
she gonna get me together.
I know I wanted to, I had no choice really, it was that. or-
Right. No, I'm not saying that to you.
I
She was
wanted
just
to go
saying,
on, especially for environmental
she's
biology.
saying nobody's here. So that's been,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's hard to get stuff done. That's why. Any other questions?
And what are the options for placement?
There should be several dozen. Like, honestly, there's so many. If you do want that grant we only got for seniors in field next year, which is a good amount of money, it has to be at a community behavioral health center.
See, that's what I'm looking at.
I mean, it could incorporate child protective services. That might be included, like you just got to ask. It literally could include CPS. Or you could do an agency that's like CPS and it is a community behavioral health center, like Lighthouse Youth Services. It has the same. You're seeing kids and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds up to 18. Still has kids. You're not taking them, but you might be learning how to case manage them.
Okay. I guess I'll settle.
Right. 'Cause you can, huh?
That's what I'm here for.
See, that's why we do this. That's like, what else do y'all need?
Yeah, that's all I'm here for. I wasn't going to do my classes.
What's that
Huh? Which one?
in the elective?
Which elective?
The healthcare social work one.
I don't know if they have that.
Thank you.
Yes. Do they still teach healthcare and
I
social
hope
work?
so, because that's the one I'm gonna do.
I know. I hope they do.
I didn't see it either though.
The problem is it was offered at 5. Nobody ever signed up for classes after 5. Why do you guys never sign up for classes after 5?
no one wants to go to school.
See?
But
And then because of that, they cut the course, the adjunct don't get paid, and she's mad at us.
why wouldn't they move it to Quincy?
She works 9 to 5.
Oh, shit.
And she works in VA healthcare. So
You
she's,
do an online class.
yeah, she has to get certified. And
Well,
that's,
that seems like a good reason.
all right. See you later.
Bye.
Have a good one. Nice to meet you. Double major in social work.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, what about social welfare policy and
Right here.
Where?
Have you taken it?
no?
So just add it on in there.
I left my sheets in my other bag.
Well, you kind of know what you're doing. Do you do it from your phone too? You just add them from your phone?
If I have them scanned on here, I mean, I think I know what I know what I need.
Yeah.
I think I had the file on my phone.
Right. Yeah. And you can glance at this. You'll be like, oh, I took that shit. Oh, I didn't take that. I did take that.
Yeah, I just need my Gen 2 summer. Right. That was the question. That's why we didn't